Thousands of dollars worth of ingredients wasted on testing machines. Weeks of traveling around the world. $2.3 million over the original budget. And all the while, knowing that the constant pressure and responsibility of successfully building out this plant rested on my shoulders.
2 years ago, I was making 8 bars at a time in a pan bought at the dollar store. Now, we're operating a 170-foot automated production line. This is our road to automation. The first month after our launch, I was making 1 pan an hour. That meant 8 bars. Something needed to change. We needed bigger trays. We needed to scale. I couldn't get in touch with anybody.
Hello? Hello?
Until I met Scott. He was able to scale up our tray to make 32 bars instead of 8. To fit these new custom trays, we needed to upgrade from old wooden rolling pins to new stainless steel rolling pins, which were much heavier and a lot harder to use. This caused some resistance amongst the production team.
And I feel bad putting these people through that. You know, like, they have to sit here and hold 60 trays. It's fucking hard.
Early Beijing was the best time of our lives. Everything was so dreamy. Within 2 months of launching MDS, we had an office space, a production space, a team. It honestly felt unfucking real. The first big piece of equipment that we had at the new facility was the Blixer. The Blixer was able to do 1 dough at a time, but honestly, it was quicker and more efficient than the 6 KitchenAids we had running before. The next big change was the chocolate tempering machine.
It's essentially a machine that is able to control different temperatures of your chocolate to help crystallize the chocolate.
A process we've been doing by hand in big pots over the stove until I started my search for a machine in March 2019. After 2 months, our new machine finally arrived.
Through the roof excited about this new machine.
Only to find out that it did not work. The shitty part is we lost a lot of money and a lot of time. My team didn't trust me anymore. They didn't trust the automation process. And every decision I made, there was just a lot of pushback. Finally, in August 2019, 6 months after beginning my search, we found a new tempering machine that was able to temper our chocolate 60 kgs in 1 batch. That was incredible, and everybody finally started to believe in me and see that the wait was worth it. Insane. Next up, Las Vegas. Nick and I headed there for a machine trade show. When we were walking the show, we found this great mechanism that was going to be able to cut the bars. It needed a lot of redesigning, so we brought it back to Montreal to work with our welder to customize it for our needs. This mechanism saved us. It can cut 64 squares in a minute, whereas before we were cutting everything by hand. All of the extra machinery we were purchasing required more electricity, which we did not have, nor did the landlord want to invest.
We cannot afford to have another problem there.
It was time for us to find a new space, something that could accommodate our growth and our automation.
I just wish we had like endless amounts of money.
We needed a square space, high ceilings, the right electrical voltage, a certain amount of warehouse, production, and office space. In March 2019, I started theoretically building out the manufacturing plant and the automation line.
This is where I get frustrated with you when you come in here. A week ago, we're talking about not doing a raise, and then you're like, you know what? I just did some machinery stuff. I think we need to raise $1 million tomorrow.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that comment?
By June, I found the new facility and signed the lease. No one, I mean no one, believed that I could make this project happen and build this plant out in 3 months. I can't even remember what happened from November 1st to January 31st. It's a blur. I was unwell. But fuck it. I did it. I was operating when I said we would be. 170 feet of machinery delivered, installed, and ready to produce by September. Here we're going to be able to do 90,000 bars a day.
Whoa.
By automation. Automation means making the team's life easier with much less manual labor and heavy lifting. The product will change for the better with more consistency, less manipulation. We're a manufacturer now, which means we can make everything ourselves.
This is my story of automation. There's a lot of stuff that I can't share or show you because of trade secrets. But when I show up every day to the plant, and I see those machines and I see that what Midday Squares has built, that jacks me up. That is rewarding because so much went into it and it's super exciting to see it come to life. We are a manufacturer and that jacks me up.